Good morning and welcome to Carnation Crafts. It's that time of the month again when we are going to be showing you the latest edition of Clean and Simple. Now, if you've not joined us before for Clean and Simple, it's an amazing range brought to you by Carnation Crafts that gives you everything. But if you've already got it, send your messages, let me know that you've got yours. Now, this morning is all about Clean and Simple, wonderful wisteria. Look at that beautiful, flowers. You've got that beautiful foliage in there, sentiments and more. Remember though, this is a special show price launching today. We've got two shows for you today. We've got now and then we have got 12 o'clock later on today, but everything is there for you to be able to see. If you did want to get this one, 240513, details are on the screen, but be quick. As always, remember this is, I know I've only got 4 here, but this is chapter 5. We are now chapter 5. This is how popular these have been. You imagine these having you on your shelf and having that amazing, portfolios that you can go to for all your different styles. And especially with the wonderful wisteria, this is now giving you that expanse on there. But if you're new and you've only just joined us, welcome. It's a fabulous place to be. Now let's go through it and show you, because honestly, we are so busy already. I've got Miss Tasmin with me this morning. Wow, good morning, she says. Good morning, but very, very busy. So you're going to have to be moving very fast on this morning. Now, wonderful wisteria. First of all, the packaging, it's all encased in there. You know exactly what you're getting. Images are on the front. So again, if you take this out, you know what you're going to use. Then as we open it up, this is the wow factor with your fantastic Clean and Simple range. First of all, on the left-hand side, you get all your dies. You're going to get your cartouche frames in here. You're going to have your beautiful aperture, and this time we've got this beautiful like foliage embossed detail on the die. Then you're going to get all your leaf dies and everything else to be able to cut out obviously your artwork and things like that with your vignettes. You've then got your perfect matte and layers, and this is what this system is about. Carnation Crafts have taken out all the hard work to make sure you then get that precision cut, that alignment with your apertures, which can be so difficult to do and for it to be. So again, this makes it very, very simple now for you to have this one. But look again, you've got even more plaques that you can use as ribbons, but also for your sentiments too. But these sit nicely together, nestle inside each other to give you that beautiful effect. Then as we move across, we have then got our fantastic cardstock as always. Now you're going to get 5 sheets of your coloured cardstock, all 350 GSM, so a really good weight, but it will also die cut as well, especially if you are using your cut tidy, which I'd highly recommend. That will help with your cutting process. Then you're going to get 10 sheets of your natural blush card, 250 GSM with this, so a beautiful weight and quality of cardstock, ideal to stamp on as well. If you're wanting to use the stamps in this collection, you can do that as well. But for all your card blanks, and these nestle inside the back, all the packaging specially designed to house it and to keep it all together. Then as we go across, you have got your fantastic sentiment stamps all here. Now, if you're using this as well, what I tend to do now is I leave the back of it and just peel off the top layer and then take out what I need. So this keeps it in there. Then you've got your beautiful wisteria stamp. You've got an extra frame, and just to point out as well, if you cut the largest one out, this you can stamp over the top, so again it gives you that extra detail on there and bring your products all together. You've got the butterflies in different stances and different flights as well, but this now will give you that opportunity to try your stamping. Then you've got your fabulous pocket at the front, and this is where all your adhesives are. So all you basically need with this kit, because it's a business in a box, you are good to go. You can make and sell with this. You've got the opportunity to then recoup a little bit and ready for your next one to be able to buy. Now in here you have got 5 meters of foam on a roll. You've also got your 10mm size foam pads, a sheet of those, and you've got your 5mm ones, so you've got your different sizes to help with application. But honestly, very, very easy to do. Like I say, this is the 5th generation that we're bringing you today, and this is your wonderful wisteria. But look how precious that is as a gift to give to somebody, or as your own detail for you to be able to use. Now, I've got to give you a little bit of a warning already. 40% of the stock has already gone. I told you we were busy. We were 5 minutes in and 40% of the stock has gone. Thank you so much. And honestly, let me know your thoughts on the new collection and let us know as well if we've got any of the other. Yes, Miss Tasmin.
So we've already had a load of comments coming in. So over on YouTube,
Fab.
we've got Jackie who's saying
Hi,
hello
Jackie.
and good morning.
Good morning.
I have been waiting for a Wisteria one for a long time. Thank you.
Oh, what fantastic. And like I say, there will be more and more, and obviously you can collect your favourites, but these are beautiful botanicals. It's like you're walking into a stately home. You've got such beautiful botanicals in all of these. Yes, Miss Tasman.
And then over on Facebook, we've got Linda who's saying good
yeah.
morning. Suzanne
morning.
saying good morning. She's already bought it. We've
Morning.
got Amanda who's saying good morning. I mean, this is very typical. I've seen this happen a lot. It fell into a basket.
Well, there's worse things to fall in your basket. At least it's not like washing up liquid or your washing powders and things. This is a beautiful thing to fall in your basket to treat yourself.
We've got Linda who's saying good morning.
Hi,
We've got
Linda.
Linda McLeod who's saying good morning.
Good morning.
She loves the new hair.
Oh, do you? Thank you. Yeah, there's a bit of a tale about this. My mum's a little bit about it, but yeah. But you know you do. You want to try something new, and I thought we'd try it.
We've got Jenny who's saying good sunny morning as well. We've
Good
got
morning.
Karen Slade saying good morning.
Good morning.
Suzanne Page says she has them all and she loves them.
Good. And do you keep them all stacked up on your shelf so they're all, or are they all filed like that? So you can either file them that way, or do you have them all filed on your shelf? Because that is a beautiful thing. That is a definitely beautiful thing, because obviously it shows you colourways, and obviously with your collections it tells you the names of them as well, so you can take them out. But what these are like, you know, when I was little we used to have the books that you could collect, you know, like the encyclopedias that were beautiful. This is what this is. This is an encyclopedia of creativity for you. And like I say, it's a business in a box. If you're wanting to make and sell, these are the ones. Clean and Simple obviously is designed to give you perfect apertures, but it's also designed to give you perfect artwork and to strip your cards back as well and give you more of that boutique style. So that's what this is about. Now, just to show you what they look like when they're cut out. Now I'm going to hold it this way first. You can see with all the dimension, the layers, you trying to have to do that, honestly, with a matte and layer on your own is going to be a job and a half. I can use a craft knife, but mine would never ever look as precision finished as that. You can see with the top die as well, it has got that beautiful like foliage or wisteria detail on there, embossable into your cardstock. Then you've got your frames, and again you've got that beautiful strip. But look at these when they're cut out. They are so finely detailed. They are absolutely exquisite. So again, all available for you to download for free on the website. I'll show you in a moment. Now look at your stamps. You have got in here, all my love to a special friend, happy birthday, best wishes, well done, missing you, thinking of you, good luck, just to say, so sorry, and with sympathy. And again, the stamps, you might use these separately, you might use them all together, but you have now got them. And you'll also see as well, these are all perfectly sized to fit in the frames that you are now having these. There's nothing worse when you're putting a card together and you haven't got the perfect sizing, you haven't got the perfect sentiment to say what you want and for it to sit in your little frame. So again, now you have all the hard work's been taken out of this to make it so you can just craft. Also, this is the beautiful vignettes. You can download this on the website, okay, for free. Now with this one, print it out your normal size on your printers. You'll notice it's got that black line. That is where then I would actually take a scoreboard, make sure it's right on the line, and make sure you fold this in half on the line. Then a little bit of adhesive spray, or a little bit, I know some of you use the stick glues, just a tiny bit. Press that together, let that dry, and then you can use your dies to cut them out. And this is then what will give you this beautiful effect to use on all your cards. So a lovely, this Wisteria kit is so busy. So thank you this morning for showing us this one. 240513 if you're wanting to get that one. And then what I am going to do is show you some of the amazing cards that the design team have made as well, just to inspire you and give you a little bit different. Now, as you can see, bringing in different elements from different kits, past kits, but you can see you can make your different styles of cards with these using different things that you've got. But also, if you're wanting to bring in, look at the Wisteria, adding that in, obviously stamping behind to give you all that detail. Look how beautiful these cards are. That really is giving you that grandeur on your cards and that stylish finish as well. But look at these, all so different. Obviously, you can use it landscape, portrait. I'm going to be showing you different styles throughout the 2 hours that we've got with you today, now and at 12 o'clock, to show you how different the looks can be with having your cards. But you can see with the cards from the design team, they've added in so many different elements, and you can make it as plain and simple as you want to. But just adding that little bit of detail. Now look at this. How gorgeous is that? If you don't know the right words to say, this could just be the card for you. Look at those. You've got that lovely detail on there, but just as beautiful in any colourway that you're wanting to use. So that's just a few of the samples that we've got for you. Now, what I'm going to do is my favourite bit. I'm going to show you how this all goes together, and we're going to do that. So let's grab a little card. Obviously, I pre-cut everything ready, but it's just to show you how easy this will come together. And, you know, have a look on social media, on Facebook. There is a fantastic group for Clean and Simple with Carnation Crafts. Join that. They're a fabulous bunch of ladies and crafters on there. And any of the inspiration, they are more than happy to share. So, again, it's a great place to start if you're wanting to do that. Now, first of all, what I've done, just to show you, I have taken the largest one. I'll bring mine in to show you. Now, this is mine that I've been using. So mine, I've come off a little bit because obviously I've used mine quite a lot. So with this, you can see I've used the largest oval on there as well. And what we're going to do is make our card with that. Then I've used the extra layers to cut and die cut everything to make sure everything is precision. Okay. So first of all, I'm just going to use a little bit of our wet glue. So I'm just going to use a little bit of our glue on there. Have a look on the website. There is adhesives. And Tasmin, have we actually got any of the older kits as well still available? Just in case, because last time we were asked for the others, and I know a lot of you were asking about those. Now I'm just going to give you a second or two to let that dry. I have put a score line on the back, okay? Now with this, what I always recommend doing is on the back of your card, on the back one, just cut a little flat straight piece. This will then help your card to stand better. That's an old trick from many years ago that we worked out that made it even better for you. Then I've got my next layer, and again you can see with this, precision, precise. You know, how many of you've got oval sets and you've always got that little bit, they're either too wide or too close together. These are perfect. Yes, Miss Tasmin.
So we do have restocks of all the other 4 collections.
Fabulous. So have a look on the website. If there's others that you missed out on and you're wanting to get those, check out the website. They are all on there. But remember, today is the Wisteria one. 40% of the stock has already gone. And bear in mind as well, with this one, it's on a special show price of $44.99. And I know a lot of you, if you ordered earlier, will probably already got notifications that it's probably going to be dispatched to you by tomorrow or the day after. I have to say, second to none, Carnation Crafts get their products out to you as soon as they can. Now, just to show you, now this is the precision of the dies, okay? So you've got your first one, then you've got your second one, and look at that. That is absolutely spot on. It's perfect. And especially with an oval, there's nothing more difficult. Yes, rectangles, squares, we can all do it with that. But with an oval, it's very, very difficult. And you can see with that one, hopefully, I've embossed that as well. So you get that embossed detail. If you want to add a little bit of ink to it, then you can. That's not a problem. You can add a little bit of ink on there. But I like to use a little bit of my wet glue. Some of them I've raised them up a little bit more. Some of them, like this one, the first one, I've done as a flat layer to show you what detail you can elevate it to and you can take it to. Because, you know, sometimes with your cards, you get to a point where you just think, my cards look all the same. I do feel as well with having the new collections like this. And if you got the plus one that we did last time, the Clean and Simple Plus with the extra larger dies in, let me know. I'd like your feedback on that. I'd like to know what you thought of that, or any cards that you've made. We'd like to have a look, wouldn't we, Tasmin?
Oh, yeah.
We'd like that. Now, this is your wisteria when it's cut out. You have got all your layers then to obviously decoupage this up. You can make this as full as you want because wisteria does grow so different. You know, you see it hanging on the trees. It does look beautiful. Now, you can see I've cut mine out so they are all double-sided. And what I'm going to do is just start a little bit of positioning first of all. So I want my wisteria to come slightly lower on my card. So what I am going to do is use my glue tip applicators, put a little bit of glue on my mat. And what I'm going to do is just add a little bit. Now, I personally don't like all mine flat, so I'm just going to dib and dab and put little bits of glue just where I need it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is position this onto my card. But you can see it just looks beautiful. The detail of colouring, because remember, all of these are hand-drawn and all coloured by the team at Carnation Crafts to make sure they give you something bespoke, something so different and natural. I think that's the element why these kits have been so popular as well. Yes, you've got your mats and layers that help you with that, but also that added detail of knowing that each and every one of these are hand coloured to give you that realism as well. You don't look at the flowers and think, oh, what are they? You know straight away with these. Now, what I've tended to do as well is just twist some of the bits upwards as well, up and out. Because then when it's on the card, again, it doesn't look flat. You have got that movement on there and you have got that play. Now with this, I'm going to be really honest. I've cut into it. I don't decoupage like normal. A lot of you, if you've seen my work before, I don't do normal. So if you want to decoupage straight on top and get even more height, you can do that. But with mine, what I've done is because for me, wisteria does grow a little bit unusual sometimes. So I'm doing this and feeding little bits in. Just, you know, you do you. You manipulate it and add bits in as you require. Because the thing is with this, I do feel with the Clean and Simple range, it gives you so many different avenues, adventures that you can go on with your card making, because you'll bring other elements in from other kits and you'll work it all together to give you that detail on there as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue gel on there, and then I'm going to add an extra bit at the top. But you can see already coming together, giving you that beautiful detail on there as well. So honestly, please join us on the website as well, or on Facebook, or on, I'm trying to think, YouTube. And then obviously you can get in touch with us and let us know. But I'd love to know if you've gone for this kit this morning, because it is incredible. And having that detail, look at that. Anybody who's new, you can take this straight out of the box. If you struggle dexterity wise, there's nothing worse trying to cut apertures if your hands aren't so steady. All you've got to do is put the dies together, they align beautifully, and then you can add them onto your cards and your projects. But as we go through the hours, like I say, I've got lots of different cards I'm going to show you, different ways of using it. But you can see already, we have got a quick, a simple, beautiful card. And like with that, I've not cut the front, I've cut the back, so this then will stand perfectly. But this is your wonderful wisteria card making kit from the Clean and Simple at Carnation Crafts, which will do this as well. So again, you've got that beautiful detail on there to add to these, to really give you that stylish look and that finished beauty. Make and sell with all of these as always, because these will be the cards that will stand out. These are the cards that will just give you that beautiful finish on there as well. So let's show you exactly, if you have just joined us, good morning, thank you for being with us this morning. Yes, Tasmin,
We've had so many more people join us. We've got a lot watching at the moment.
Fantastic.
So Karen Jane is saying good morning. It's a gorgeous
Good
set.
morning. It is gorgeous.
Sue's saying morning. Yvonne bought hers yesterday. She can't wait to receive it.
I bet.
Suzanne says she files hers upright on the shelf.
Does she? Yep.
And she's also, when she ordered the Clean and Simple Plus range, she loves it. She's been making teacher cards and Father Day's card all day for her craft fair.
Wow. Oh, well done, Yvonne. That's fantastic. But great to have.
And Karen Slate's just ordered.
Nice. Well done, ladies. Honestly, I cannot fault you. But adding in the extra plus range, you can see it all works together. And I've got a demo for you later where I'm using the kits from things from the past kits that we've done here with it as well, the floral elements and things. So it really is beautiful. Now, wonderful Wisteria, again, always comes in the kit. You've got everything that you need in here and more. You always get full listings what's in there as well. You've got the catch on the back to make sure it doesn't come open. And then as you are working with it, you have your dies for precision, matting, layering, detail, embossing details as well. So you've got all those on there. That is really, really beautiful. Then you've got your embellishment dies in there for your foliage to be able to cut them out, but also don't forget to cut some of the leaves sometimes in white cardstock, in mirror board, things like that. Add a little bit. You could add that little bit of magic. Also, if you have got obviously your Wisteria collection, the Wisteria, you know, sometimes as well, if you want to, you can ink up your dies and you can stamp with those as well. So you've got different elements, or just emboss with your dies as well. So you get that embossed detail on the card. Again, you've got your frames in there, you've got like your ribbon effect in there, absolutely beautiful. Then you've got all your stamps. Your stamps, like I say, will align with this one, so if you want to add that in. But even as a background, as a diamond effect background, you can layer them all together. You've got your butterflies, so precious, so beautiful. Either, you know, you could cut those out as well, and if you've got your scanning cuts, which I know a lot of you have with Carnation Craft, you could obviously stamp those, scan them in, cut them out, and you've got your own embellishments there. Then you've got all your sentiments in there that you can see that sit beautifully inside all the frames, so you haven't got to worry. And then you've got your cardstock here at the back. You have got, obviously with this one, 5 sheets of your coloured in there, and you've got 10 sheets of your natural blush cardstock. 350 GSM for the heavier weight one, and 250 GSM for the natural blush cardstock. Then you've got your foam pads in here. So you've got your smaller ones in there. You've then got your larger ones. You've got your 5mm and your 10mm, and you've got 5 meters of your foam on a roll as well. So again, adhesive is in there. If you're wanting more of this, because they are easy peel, these are great to use, please go to the website and stock up and get even more. But don't forget, you will also then be able to download. If I was you today and you're purchasing this, I'd go straight to the website and get the download for the Wisteria. Okay, so let's show you. So straight to the website, you go to the downloads, the first button on your screen. Then you're going to click on there as well on the free downloads, and because it's the latest edition, it will be at the top. And you can see there you have got those beautiful designs. Click on it, you can click and save it as well, and you could add those to it. So have a look on there. And also there's backing papers too, I'm just saying. So pop over there and have a look. Get these ready. Start printing them out, stick them together ready, and then all you've got to do is cut them out. And then you can have the most gorgeous cards. I've got so many beautiful cards in so many different designs that I want to show you. And also, you know, bringing in elements that you've already got. So you might have little bits left over from your last collections. This is now going to give you that motivation to think, do you know what? I'm going to get those out. I'm going to start using them. But you can see how gorgeous these are. Just that little bit of flowers there. You've got that embossed detail. Now, also cleverly using the oval. But these are, you know, like I said, like the ribbon strips that you get. If I just pop this in, you'll be able to see. Can you see at the bottom? That panel at the bottom, these have been cut out of the large oval, so giving you an aperture effect, so you can take this to whatever level you want. Look how fabulous this is for a birthday card, Father's Day card, things like that. Using the rubber stamps, just a rubber stamp with embossing powder. This is then going to give you that elegance and stance. These could be wedding invitations, it could be save the day and things like that. But look at this, to a special friend, that pop of colour on there is great. And look at this one. Oh, wow. What a stunner. Magic in a box. If you're wanting the ease of card making with Carnation Crafts, it has to be your clean and simple Wisteria one as well. Don't forget, if you're loving the cardstock in there, we have got extra cardstock as well, as always, to coordinate with it to give you even more colour ranges. And we have got that for you on the show as well. If you're wanting to get the cardstock, 240514, and the show price on that is $14.99. Like I say, hop over to the website, everything is on there, so you can stock up and make some incredible ones on there. Now let's do another demo. Actually, you know, this time, Miss Tasmin, I'm going to change it up. Let's do this. So I've gone a bit rogue this morning. So what I'm using is from the, where's the collection? The last collection. We've not got that one with us, have we? The last collection that we did with Pure and Simple.
Clean and simple.
Clean and Simple, sorry. With Clean and Simple. This was part of it, okay? So this was from the last collection that we did. So now I know a lot of you have got the Blossom one.
Oh, the In Blossom Plus?
Yes, In Blossom Plus, okay? But I want to show you, if you did get that, the elements can be used on this one as well, okay? So I've gone a little bit rogue with this. But again, same, you know, kit, okay? So I'm using all the different elements, the sentiments, the plaques. So you can see there, I've got my sentiment. I've stamped on there in a beautiful grey ink. We've matted and layered those. Now this one, let me get my die out to show you, okay? So when you die cut this shape, first of all, this is the shape. I'll use this sample. When you die cut with this die, that is the shape and the embossing detail you will get, okay? So you've got that. But me being me, can't help myself, okay? So I cut it out first of all, and then I thought, what if I turn it round and do that? Which I did. So now I've got a double embossing that is all over the front of the card. Can you see? So I've got it from the top and the bottom. Shall I tip it forward and you might be able to see? See if we can get there. So I've got the embossing top and front, top to bottom there this morning. Sorry about that, words weren't working then. But you can see I've cut out both of it. So again, you've got that little bit of details, but again, use it landscape or use it portrait. But I wanted more of an embossed detail on the background, okay? So that's how I've done that. So again, experiment. If you're never sure, get yourself some copier paper, practice on that first. And the base layer underneath, which normally is the second layer, you can see there, I did exactly the same. So what I've done is cut that out. So again, with it being precision, I know that will line up perfectly, and that looks so professional. Now looking at this shape as well, I was thinking as well, if you put coloured cardstock behind here, you could also then next year use it for Easter. It could be like your Easter eggs and things like that. Yeah. You could have Happy Easter in there. You might have a little bunny from obviously the Carnation Crafts range, things like that that we've got to you. But this could be like your Easter egg shape. So lots of fundamentals with this one. There's so many different things. Now I made a card blank base, okay, and then I've done a matte and layer. So let's glue this down so this can be drying. So sometimes I use a finger lift, sometimes I use glue. This is your everyday glue. Have a look on the website. So I'm just popping this on to here like so, and we've got that with this. Now, size-wise, you know what I'm like. I'm not a measurer, but I'm going to try and measure this for you. This is actually, I would say, about 7¼ inches by, let's have a look, just short of 6 inch, okay? So 7½, so it is slightly longer than it is wide, okay? So we do that. That sits on there, so let's let that dry. Then, like I say, I've got all my layers. Just make sure you've got your layers in the right order. That does help. So again, this time I've used the tape which comes in the kit, and this is so easy peel. Even with my Daft Telly nails, I can take this off and know that I've got that dimension and that shape on there. But this will just hire it up and just give it a different perspective and a different look on there too. Now what I've also done from the previous collection that we had is I'm just going to stick these underneath, okay, over joining on my card, just to give it a little bit of a connection, okay, a little bit of grounding on my card and giving it that little bit more dimension on there as well. So using a little bit of my wet glue, I'm going to pop this underneath. This is going to be my base layer. Still keeping it very clean and simple, but bringing in elements that perhaps you've not used before, or you're thinking, will they go together? This is why these kits become so useful, because you can keep bringing in as many different elements as you have, because it just makes it simple. Like I say, with these, I just looked at them and I thought, oh, I want to use those. These are some cutout bits that I'd got left over, and I thought, right, let's do that. So what I've done, obviously this works well on there, so I'm just going to size this out because I want it to slightly hang over the edge. Don't be frightened sometimes to have little bits over the edge. You can always get a slightly bigger envelope, it doesn't matter. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take that little bit off there. I'm going to then use my tape that I've used to give it height and dimension. But look, already you've got sophistication, you've got that dimension on there. Then we start going to add the length, and this tape is brilliant for going around the corners, perfectly sized to make sure that because you don't want to leave that a little bit loose. You want to support it a little bit like a bridge. You've got to make sure you've got good support. Otherwise, your card will dip and bow. This tape is fantastic because it does go around corners. You don't have to cut lots of little bits. So again, I'm just layering this onto here like so. So I've got that there. And then I've got my top layer. But like I say, this was a little bit of playing around with the cardstock first of all, learning what I could do with the dies. But because they are symmetrical and so fabulously put together by the team, I knew we could get different shapes out of it. And you know I like to bring you different shapes sometimes, so then you can be inspired to go and try different things. But you can see already that looks great on there. You've got that drop shadow, you've got that feel about this, you've got that lovely look on there too. Now, with the bow, this bow came out the last collection, the Plus collection that we did. Now, I'll be honest with you, what I did do, because the bow was slightly too big for what I needed with this, I've just took my scissors and arced it slightly, and I did the same with that, just to make it a slightly smaller, not so wide bow at the top, because then you'll see proportion-wise, this fits so well on here. Now, with my flowers, I always like to just give it a little bit of a bend, but you can see I've cut a little bit off there, but look how beautifully that is now staged on there. So, you know, try all your other little bits that you've cut out, because I know a lot of you have got them, and you've printed them out. You don't want to waste them, because obviously it's valuable. You've printed them out with, you know, your inks and everything. Start using them on your cards. Just think of how many cards you can make when you've brought a big launch collection, and then you can use the elements on these to make even more cards. So you've got that detail on there too. Now let's add a little bit of our pin flare. I'm just going to layer this up onto here. And you can see these look so gorgeous on here. Now I am layering these properly the decoupage way, but you know sometimes I do use the smaller ones and add even more layers, which you can do. But so busy on this Wisteria collection with the dies in here, giving you this lovely, shall I say, foundation, like a base that's going to really give you that instance to think, right, yes, today I need to make some quick cards. I'm going to use it in a certain way. But then when you've got time to play with it, you can now start adding in as many different styles as you want. And like I say with this, I've come up with a different idea for the shape of the card. So we can add those on there too. Next up for you, I have got my little sentiment that is just going to sit under here at the bottom. Okay, perhaps should have done that a little bit higher, but you know me, sometimes we go a bit rogue and we change it up. So foam pads on here from the kit, as you can see, easy peel. Do not struggle and pay lesser, shall I say, lesser pennies for it, and then you struggle to stick it down. Please, you know, and take the backs off. You know, invest in good products and you'll find it a lot easier to do. I'm going to slot that just underneath there because I just want it just to sit on the edge there and give it a little bit of a shape. Then I've got my bow. Again, mould this and shape this too to give you that little bit of a detail, and I'm going to add this to the card just here. I'm just going to slide it just under the petals a little bit there. That's why the beauty of using this glue, I can slide them underneath. That's going to sit there. So hopefully you can see now. Again, we've changed the style of the dies. These dies are so, they're going to give you so much creativity, so much shape, but look at that. That really is a knockout card. Still keeping on that clean and simple format, still giving you that elegance, and that's what we want with our cards. So if you're wanting to get the Wisteria collection with these amazing dies, this one will be the one for you. We have got some incredible ones on there. Now, what I am going to do, let's show you, can we show you a few more samples? Is that all right? Let's do that. Let me move that out your way. So I'm going to grab some of these because I've not shown you these as well. So I do think we should have a quick little look at these. Now again, look at this, tucking things in through that beautiful crescent shape that you've got on that card. It really does give it a different style. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. Somebody had done the same thing that I thought about, using it double-sided, adding in there as well. The sentiment sits really well. Now, this is a clever one. On the bottom, the piece that's been cut out, the crescent, they've actually stamped on it, because with the stamps, you can use them from the other collections, but you can slightly, because they're rubberized, you can slightly bend them slightly. So again, it gives you a different look. Then we've got this one. It could be for the dads, for Father's Day and things like that, but a beautiful one to have. Now look at this. This is what I was saying with the little bunnies and things like that. Valentine's Day, Easter, things like that. This could be in there. And look at this, pretty.
To a special friend on Valentine's Day for my partner,
Well, I got my days mixed up. There's special occasions. They're all the same when you get a card. This is what makes it. Now look at that. If you're wanting to get the gems, they are available on the website. There are enamel dots as well. But look at this. You may just have odd pieces left of your vignettes. Use them. This is such a great way to use them up now. And then again, look at that one. All my love. Beautiful card with that decoupage on there. You can do that with this. Now, let's do another demo. Let's get to the demos. Yes, Miss Tasman.
So we've just had some more people
Oh,
commenting
fabulous.
Hazel has said she's ordered hers this morning.
Well done, Hazel.
Loves the Clean and Simple range.
It's gorgeous.
Linda is saying, loving the colours on this, Dawn, for your card. And Linda McLeod said that was a beautiful demo.
Oh, thank you very much. Because the thing is as well with kits, I think sometimes we look at it and think, would I use it, wouldn't it? I want to be able to give you that inspiration, that confidence to be like, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to try that. Even if you just cut it out of copier paper and learn how to change the shapes and do bits, you're going to absolutely love all these kits. This is why they've been so popular. And bear in mind, we're on chapter 5 now. So, you know, like I say, this is how popular it's been, obviously, and more are yet to come. So please stay with us. So exciting. And I'm so glad that you love them, because obviously it's my chance to get to come and see you all and spend time with you all with these kits. But I just love the excitement when, you know, Tasman will message and say, oh, you know, we've got shows, new kits are coming, you know, just giving me the heads up what's happening. And I absolutely love it. So please make sure you don't miss out on these, because they are pretty gorgeous. Okay, now do remember with these as well, like I say, you can make your own cards with that. But what I also want to show you is you can then design your own rocker cards. So I've left this one to show you. So with this one, you can fold and score this in half. Okay, so I've cut out my circle, but now I'm making my rocker detail. Can you see? So that's going to be the front of my card. So I can make like a rocker style, because all of these then will mat and layer onto there. So I'm not losing anything on there. I've still got that fabulous shape on there too. So let's add this onto here. So let's do in a little bit of gluage first of all, using my everyday glue available on the website. Everything is on there for you. And we're going to use this. But, you know, let me know how many of you make and sell your cards and the feedback that you get from them, because honestly, you will have people queuing up for these cards, because I know sometimes when I'm prepping and my mum sees what I'm doing, and, you know, my partner, they're like, oh, they're beautiful cards, because they are so different. And I like it because it's streamlining your cards back. Plus also you're using cardstock, your everyday cardstock, so it becomes cost effective to be able to use these things now, and that's what we all like. Now I'm going to take this little strip, and this again comes in your kit, so you can use this really, really wisely. Now I'm going to use this for a stand for my sentiment. So this is going to sit at the back and use this on there. So don't be frightened to use your glue, because they're all dry clear. So I'm just going to give that a second or two. And what I'm going to do with this one is kind of thread that through there like so. So it hangs on the center of my card, that little bit. I've just moved that because it's wet. But all I'm going to do now is just take a little bit of my glue, and we're going to put this in place, because with your rocker cards, you've kind of got to make sure that everything aligns, because otherwise it can be a little bit top heavy sometimes. So I'm just going to put my glue there, and I'm going to do it this way so I can actually see that that is straight there. So already we've got that detail on my card there. And with this one, obviously I just did one layer, because like I say, we've done multiple layers. Now I'm just doing the one aperture layer, but it's how many layers you want. Make it like a fabulous cake. Add as many layers as you want. Oh, cake would be nice today. And you could add all those in, but if you haven't got time, we haven't had breakfast yet, I'm just saying, I'm just being honest with you all. But this makes me think of beautiful cakes with those beautiful flowers on there. Now again, with this one, I've used the foam pads on here. I've stamped it out, and this time I stamped the sentiment in one of my distress inks. I've used like that beautiful purple on there, which goes so well with this kit. So do think about getting your distress inks out and things like that. And even with these, if you've obviously die cut it. If you've got embossing folders, then run it through your embossing folder. Add things in your stash to make it go even further, and you'll be absolutely blown away by the different things that you can come up with. So again, with this, I'm putting this in the center, but can you see how that's just dressed that like a little ribbon now? It's giving it a different effect on there. Now with this wisteria, I am actually going to do it more so like that. So it's going to drape more of like a arbor style on my card. So let's take our little bits of detail. Again, with the foliage, you know, with this, look at this. I just want to show you. Now, even with the shape of it, because it's on a curve, you can actually make a wreath style. So and you can make it into an oval wreath style if you want to. So you could actually have the oval covered in that because they bend and move. Can you see? So you could do a full oval shape on there and it looks so pretty, and you could add even more layers to that. So think about adding it as a full dress frame on your card as well. Just these extra bits, you know, when I'm sat prepping and I'm putting it together, I'm thinking, oh, what can I do with it? I like to then pass on to you at home, you know, exactly what, you know, where this can take you. But if you just want to make your cards as they are, then you do that. But there is that inspiration there for you, like I say, on the website. If you want to go on to Facebooks and things like that, there is a Carnation Craft Clean and Simple group that you can join, and you can then be part of that as well. So again, I'm just adding this in just to give this detail, and again, add this as like a filler. Think of the leaves as the filler in your cards as well, because this will then just give you that lovely feel, and you can see this is coming together beautifully. So take your application tool, less is more with this, do remember, and then you can just build this up as you go. And I'm using quite a lot of foliage because I just think it gives it a real garland shape and style with this. So just add in a little bit of glue on there. But with the vignettes obviously being double-sided, you can flip it. So you've got a left and a right, and it does make it simple. A little bit more glue just there. Then I'm going to take my wisteria, and like I say, I love the formation of these, how they go. But obviously, if you turn it that way, they look a little bit like a foxglove flower. So again, you've got best of both. So it doesn't matter. Don't always have to go downwards. You can do them upwards as well. So please think about it. That's what it's all about. It's about thinking about the different designs you can get from this, and value for money with kits like this. This really is a winner because you know you can do that. And wisteria tends to grow in clumps as well. So again, I'm just using larger and smaller. I've cut some little bits off. Can you see? So I've got the 3 layers because this is how they would grow on the trees. If you're never sure about the formation of the flowers, just put in your search engine on your computer and put in obviously wisteria, and look for images, and it will show you. So again, you've got that inspiration there. You don't have to worry about it, and that will always guide you. But like I say, use them the other way. It looks like a foxglove, or is it a lupin they call it? So I was looking at all the different flowers. This will do that. But again, that's just to show you we have made, obviously with this collection, 3 different total styles of cards together. So let me just grab the one that we made before just to show you. But look at the styles. Double cutting. We've made this into a rocker card because we've folded the back on there as well. So we've made a rocker card. We've got that one. And then taking the kit in the purest form, this is the style of card you can make straight out of the kit. Now, hopefully you'll appreciate inspiration, detail, but at the end of the day, I couldn't do this without this fantastic collection of dies from the Clean and Simple Wonderful Wisteria. Yes, Miss Tasman.
So we've had a couple more comments. We've had Debbie over on YouTube
Hi,
saying
Debbie.
good morning. And Jackie J has also said on YouTube, so happy you showed the In Blossom Plus 2. That looks so beautiful on the background card of the wisteria. Great show, Dawn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then leading on to another question we've just had. Linda Gregory has said, it's a stunning kit. I love the Clean and Simple Plus so much as there's so much scope. Will there be more Plus kits, please? Watch this space.
Maybe. If I've got anything to do with it, then yeah. I was like, we've got to do more of these. They are fabulous because, again, it gives you a different piece of the puzzle that you can then intermix. This is why, like with this card, I've shown you, you can double cut it. You can add in elements from other kits, bring it all together, and that's what gives you that stylish. Yes, Miss Tiztaz.
And then we've just had another question.
Yes.
Linda McLeod has just asked if they can borrow your ideas for their own cards, Dawn.
Of course you can. I'm not precious. Please, honestly, watch this back on YouTube. If I was you, obviously get your phone or your tablet or whatever you use. Take a picture. By all means, follow it step by step. I'm not precious. The ideas obviously come from the dies. Use my inspiration. I really don't mind. And make and sell as well. I'm not precious. Please use them. I'd love to see them. Now, let's show you a few more finished examples as well that I've got for you. And again, bringing in different ways of using them. Now, look at this. You might have some of the sentiment dies from Carnation Crafts. You want to add your own sentiment in there as well. But look at this. These are just precious. These are like beautiful gems or jewels. It's a business in a box. You've got that creativity. You've got that stance and the precision. Look at that. This is what I mean. This is the detail of the apertures. Sized for you, done for you. Like I say, I couldn't do that. And this is why I would really love doing the Clean and Simple range, because it really does give you that true elegance. Strips it back, gives you that luxury and that feel for your cards. And again, with that, Clean and Simple, says what it is, and you know they're beautiful. This one is another one with that embossing detail on there. You've got that also. But like I say, run these through your own embossing folders once you've cut them. Then with those as well, you know, add a little bit of ink to them. Use your pattern papers. Use whatever you want. But if you just want to take the kit, make some amazing cards, then do that. But you are going to need the kit, 240513 of those as well. Now, the kit. This is where the magic is. This is what the magic is all about with these. Again, like I say, you have got your 5th collection now. Let's put these together. I've only got 4 here, but we are getting the other one. But look at that, 5. What a story of craft you have got here. 1, you've got storage. 2, you've got accessibility of craft in a box. As soon as you open it, obviously it's giving you shapes, it's giving you ideas. From there on in, you decorate it with whatever you want to do. And you can see these look amazing on your shelf. One of our crafters said how fabulous these look on the shelf. Suzanne, thank you, Suzanne. Now, wonderful Wisteria, as you open it up, you've got your magic. These are your metals, all specially sized to link together to give you the inner or the outer design on there as well. If you just want to cut one layer and then go over and then take that bit out, you can do that as well. But obviously you've got your foliage, you've got these which are the banners, or like I used before to tuck it in, you've got that plaque, that stance on their on the card as well. You've also then got your butterfly stamps, you've got your cartouche frame, which again sits on this beautifully. You've got your Wisteria stamp, but like I say, it could be foxgloves if you turn it the other way, you've got those too. And then you've got all your sentiment stamps that will sit on the inside of your dies, making it seamless. All the thought's been taken out of it, so you don't have to worry. You've then got your adhesive. You've got 5 meters of adhesive. You have then got your 10mm foam pads, and then you have also got on there your 5mm foam pads, all different sizes, sits in the pocket, nice and neat. And then you've got your cardstock as well. You'll get 5 sheets of your coloured cardstock, 350 GSM, and then you have got your blush coloured cardstock, 250 GSM, 10 sheets of that to get you up and running. If you are wanting extra of this beautiful, it is like, I'm going to say it's like a very soft elephant grey colour. It's a beautiful shade. If you want an extra, we have got it on the show for you. 240514, $14.99 if you're wanting to get more of this colour of the cardstock. But like I say, everything is in the kit. It's been thought about. It's been planned to give you that inspiration in a box. Like I say, talking and doing this like this, I can't always do it. But then you have got your clasp. Your clasp is going to sit at the back to keep everything in there. And again, sits on your shelf beautifully. Everything is there for you, but don't miss out on this. Already 40% of the stock has gone. We have been so busy. Thank you to everybody for joining us this morning. We will be back at 12 if you want to join us then. But honestly, get your messages in, get your ideas in, questions even as well. But it's been great. Thank you for joining us for Clean and Simple on Carnation Crafts.